What's going on, everybody? It's Corrupt, and today I'll be making a video mostly addressed to new players, but this will apply to anybody trying to make money in the new update in what I'll be calling Deathball 2.0. This will be for traders, new or old, who are struggling with the new trading system, which is kind of screwed at the moment, but hopefully it will be fixed over time. I will be talking about a lot of tips and tricks in the video, 3 main ones to be exact. But yeah, hope this video was helpful. I will probably be doing a part 2, maybe going more in depth into certain aspects of trading, what swords to invest in, and so on and so forth. With that being said, I hope this video is helpful, and let's get into it. So first, I'll just go over a quick overview for the new currencies. I know a lot of people have already covered that stuff, but I'll just do a quick overview. So essentially, the new main currency is crystals, which you can see on the bottom left here. You have your crystals, which is the new main currency. You can use crystals, which you earn from completing quests and contracts. If you want to buy things from the new Cosmetic Shop, you can then convert those by clicking this plus sign to crimson orbs, which you can then use to buy stuff in this item shop. There's also a 20% discount that rotates through all these items. I would recommend using this discount because it will save you crimson orbs over time. But yeah, that's essentially how the new system works. You have crystals, which you can use to make orbs, or you can use the crystals to gamble for the standard pack, 100x for one roll for the crimson pack, which has the new swords. You can use 50x crimson orbs to roll for that. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention, it is a 10-to-1 ratio for converting, so 1000 crystals would make 100 crimson orbs. And yeah, that's the basic rundown for how the new currency works. Gems are still in the game, but those are used exclusively for trading. You can only use them to buy stuff in the trade lobby or to make trades. It doesn't really apply to any of the new stuff that they added. But yeah, with all that being said, let's get into some of the ways you can make money in the new trading system. Starting off with tip number 1, which is probably the most obvious, is the Cosmetic Shop. If you want to make a quick buck, I think most of these items, the Ignis, Aura, Cyclone, is going for like 3 to 4 mil gems right now. Maybe it's dropped. I think it might be 2 to 3 mil gems. Serenity, which is going for like 1 mil, and I think Final Trick is going for 2 to 3 mil. These prices might be outdated by the time this video releases, but I think all this will even out to about 1 to 2 mil gems in price, maybe 3 mil for more expensive stuff like the finishers and stuff like that. So if you want to make a quick buck, I'd recommend stocking up on these. If you want to go like for the long haul, you can stock up on a lot of those poses. Wait for the limited time shop to end, and then you can then go and sell a lot of those items, and maybe over time they'll go or raise up in price once they become limited items. So that's one of the first things I would recommend, but it's not as profitable since a lot of people already have the newer items, so they'll might be harder to sell by the time this video comes out if everybody has everything. But yeah, tip number 2 is a little bit more profitable, and that is to gamble on the standard pack. I wouldn't advise gambling on the crimson pack. A lot of these swords are already extremely common, and we're not even into the first 10 days of the update. If you look at the demonic hellfire axe, it's already at 32,000 units, which is extremely common, so I can only imagine how cheap these are going to be. So not really worth investing in my opinion. What would be more worth it is the standard pack, which is pretty cheap. You can buy one for 100x crystals, and what I'd recommend, and is something that I did, which seemed to work pretty well. If you can get your hands on luck 3 or even luck 2 or any of the luck potions, stock up as much crystals as you can. You can do that mainly by doing contracts. You have contracts for champions, doing different abilities, kills, matches, playing on different maps, doing different bosses, and you can really rack up crystals extremely fast by completing a lot of these. And then what you do is, once you've saved up a lot of those crystals, you can pop one of your luck potions, go into the standard pack, and if you look here, you can see all of the limiteds that are currently available. I'd wait for something like the Whirlwind Scythe or the Pink Pearl Sword or the Tri-Heat Scythe to be the main mythical. They're on a rotation, so I think it's like every hour or something like that, every 40 something minutes it'll shift. Wait till one of the more profitable mythicals is the focus mythical. Pop your potion once you have all your crystals saved up. And I think I gambled like 2,000 or 3,000 crystals after popping a 3x luck potion, and at the time the eye scythe was the focus, and I got 2 of them in 2,000 or 3,000 crystals, which is a pretty good ratio. 1,000 to 2,000 crystals for a mythical is pretty good, and you can then go and sell those off in your booth and get crystals that way, which is a little bit more profitable than the cosmetic shop. Might take more time once you've used up your initial crystals from all those contracts. Moving on to the final trick, or the final main tip that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Saving it for last mainly because it costs money and maybe isn't as much as a long-term trick that you're going to want to use depending on how much you want to spend, but it does require Robux. If you want to make gems quickly and have Robux to spend, I'd really recommend picking up a battle pass gift, which you can get for $7.99. I'd highly recommend doing this over buying the gem bundle, because as you can see, 15 million gems currently is around 2,100 Robux. As of right now, the battle pass gift has been selling for 14 to 15 million gems, I believe, and as you can see, the gift only costs 800 Robux, so you're saving over 1,000 Robux by getting the gift, and which you can then sell. If you didn't know, you can sell passes now, so if you have like the enchant pass or the skip 10 tiers, you can sell that. And as you can see, I have my battle pass gift already listed for 14.5. I think that's what they're currently selling for. Might change over time, might change by the time this comes out, but either way, you save a lot of money by doing this. Obviously, if that's only if you want to spend money, I'd say that's the best option. But yeah, as of right now, those are the 3 best ways of getting gems currently that I know of. Trading has obviously changed a lot, I think mostly for the worst. It's really difficult for newer players to get gems and swords that they want. Hopefully that'll change over time, but if you're new, I definitely try those first 2 ideas that I threw out there, and then maybe if you have 1,000 or 2,000 Robux to spare, maybe pick up a gift battle pass and try and sell that. But yeah, hope this video was helpful. I'll plan on making more videos on the update later on, and yeah.